Okay, today's episode is special. We're talking about the kind of people who keep the recovery world alive, the ones who show up, the ones who bring the community together, and the ones who lead with heart. And we brought one of the best examples of that energy. Dee is someone who's been building connection in the community for years, from Wasatch Recovery to our sober livings to showing up for people in ways that most folks never even see. She's a rec therapy leader at Wasatch Recovery, a community builder, and honestly, one of the realest, most genuine people I've ever been blessed to know. Today, we're diving into what makes people like that so crucial in our journey. So welcome back to the Clean Life Cast, where healing becomes a movement. I'm your host, Mason Anderson. I'm here with my brother and co-host, Deana. Today, we get to sit down with Dee, truly one of the best people that has helped us build this community so strong and a friend group that we're super proud of. So I'm super grateful that you're here.
Hi. Me too.
I feel like it's going to be a powerful
So excited.
episode.
It'll be good.
So excited.
It'll be good. This is always like, I love doing this. I love sitting with people, listening to their perspective on things, and I benefit from doing this, and I love it. Thanks for putting everything together, Miss.
Thanks for inviting me, Mace.
Yeah.
I've been wondering when it's my turn because you have Cam on here.
Talk to that one, bro.
What?
Yeah.
He was an
I'm
easy
second
pick.
choice. I'm second choice.
I've been
was
wanting
like-
to hear a whole
Dee-
time.
He was an easy pick,
I'm just-
so it was like, let's do Cam first. And then I knew it would hurt these feelings.
So you did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is the other half from Cam from the last from episode with Cameron.
Yeah.
They got married that weekend.
This is Deana Noyes.
Yeah,
Yes.
no,
Yeah, so the name fits every day. Yeah.
Because I'm
no.
noisy.
Anyways,
I was thinking about that D noise. Yes, that's lit. Actually, it was a
Yeah.
perfect setup.
she always makes D noise.
Denoise.
You know.
All right, so really, what I wanted to talk to you about today is like, when did you realize that helping people and building community was part of your calling?
Honestly, my entire life. I was born into a really big family. I had lots of siblings, and I learned at a really young age that I love to help people. Like, it made me feel good to help other people, and so I would find myself like my mom would go to the store and I'd hurry and I'd clean the house while she was gone because it felt so good when she came home. Like, it made me feel good, and so I continued to do that. And then with my siblings, I just always had a lot of people around. I've got tons of brothers.
How many?
I have 5 brothers and a sister.
And where do you sit in that?
I'm second to oldest.
Hmm.
So, and then on top of that, so many first cousins. I live in a small town. I'm used to being around a lot of people, and I'm used to connecting in play. Like, we don't have serious conversations in my family, really. When we get together, we just play together. Especially growing up, my dad, we were always playing with my dad's, like throwing a ball or riding the bikes or something. Like, so I learned really young how great it felt to serve other people. And I kind of got addicted to that feeling, and I've just chased that my entire life.
Well done.
Yeah.
And so that led perfectly into your position over at Wasatch, then, right?
Yeah. So, and also when I got into recovery, I realized that there is a lot of people in recovery that just need to feel seen, and that's what I love to do. I love to connect with people and make them feel cared about, because I genuinely love everyone I meet. So it's so easy for me to just like meet someone and just
But
love them right now.
that can be a little bit dangerous though, right? Because I know your story, right? Like, so helping other people is borderline people pleasing, right?
For sure.
Because I know your story, like you told me that your first trip when you were in residential to Smith's on store day, you're standing in front of the ice cream and you didn't even know what ice cream you liked because you were so busy serving other people.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely became my greatest downfall, because I became a serious people pleaser. I sat in Wasatch, and the first time I was there, and they asked me how I felt, and I was just like, I don't know. I haven't asked myself how I felt for like at least a couple decades. Like, I just never cared about what I needed or how I felt, and I always cared about other people. And so, like Daniel was saying, I bought whatever kind of ice cream everyone around me wanted. I listened to whatever music everyone in the car wanted to listen to. I didn't even know what I liked. I didn't know because that was just like my people pleasing got so out of hand.
So how did you start building up, learning the things that you liked, or what
So
started changing?
my time at Wasatch, honestly, for the first time in my life, I got to be separate from all the roles I played in life. I got so caught up in being a wife and a mom and a daughter and an aunt and all the things that I was. I never really had time to just like slow down and figure out who I am. So going to Wasatch and having that time really was that's what it was. My mom had my kids. I was alone with myself for the first time, and that's exactly what I needed because I didn't realize how unhappy I was until I had to sit with myself, um, and understand that I had no idea, like, who I had no goals in life. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't even have any idea on it because I just had never taken the time to, like, check on me.
I think like that's powerful for all people, but I think that that's going to help a lot of women that go through that similar situation,
Yeah,
because
for sure.
I do know that like my mom's a lot like that, or my aunts are a lot like
Yeah,
that.
for
Like they just
sure.
want to, because they're that nurturing side of them. They just want to take care of the people around them, and then they kind of lose what their mission was because they stop forget or they forget about themselves.
My mom is the strongest, like, just get up, show up, do what you gotta do woman I know, honestly, and she has tons of kids that she worries about, and I grew up never seeing her take time for herself. Never in my life did I ever hear her be like, "I'm gonna go take a bubble bath, leave me alone for 20 minutes." Her bedroom door was always open. She was always available to us. She was a stay-at-home mom. So I kinda grew up, like, with this, like, understanding that that is the role that I should play as a mom, and also as a wife. My mom's the best wife to my dad, and
Dee's mom is Jaylene. Shout out to Jaylene. That's my
shout out
homie.
to Jaylene. That's my mom. I love her so much. She's the best. Thanks for taking care of my children for me and supporting me, mom. I love you.
So, so
But yeah, so growing up with her as an example, and it's not because she hadn't went through hard things, she has. It's just she's so resilient, and her way of getting through hard things is just she's spiritual and she has a connection with God, and she just shows up and keeps doing the hard things. And so it was a great example, but also when I got to a place where I couldn't just show up anymore, like I was literally in the darkest moments and I couldn't just get up and show up, not even for other people. It really created a lot of shame. Like it really like dug deep into my heart, like when that's what made me happy my whole life, and then I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah. But during that time, it was you working on you, right? Like the
Oh, no,
way.
I'm talking about in my right prior to my addiction when I just couldn't show up for anybody.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, then I
before
came
the addiction.
right before that's what led, I mean, not just drove me into addiction because
Okay.
it was like I couldn't show up for myself. I couldn't show up for anyone else.
Like mental
Like
health wise or
I
emotional?
lost physically, emotionally. I was just like so depleted.
Mm.
So it was like I just felt like there was I it just drove home the idea that I was, like, worthless and not worth it.
And that's
That just topped it off, you
and
know?
that so leading that's what led up to your addiction, because you got to work at this place where it wasn't people on the level that you are before. So instead of focusing on that level, you stooped down, went
Well,
out of you.
yeah, so I couldn't show up for my family anymore, and then I started working at some low-income housing apartments, and there I met a lot of people who were needy, a lot of people who just needed basic things, and I could do that. Like, I didn't feel like I could show up in the way my family needed me to show up, but these guys just thought I was so great and just needed a friend or someone to talk to or like company or just basic things. And I was able to show up for them for that. And so I started hanging out with them, which was a horrible idea because I changed the community I was around and the people I was around. And that was no good for me at all.
So, so the question that keeps coming up in my head is like, so now you still work at Wasatch and you're still there for a lot of people. You still have a big support group. You support a ton of people and you're always showing up. So how are you balancing like being a people pleaser opposed to like being supportive?
Great question. So while I was at Wasatch, um, I learned about boundaries. I learned how to love myself. And I guess part of the reason that I never checked in with myself or knew who I was is because I didn't think I was worth the time. Um, so just the whole process of learning to love myself, learning that boundaries aren't bad, boundaries are healthy, boundaries are necessary, and the importance of like if I want to give my kids the best life, they need the best version of their mom. And the best version of their mom needs to be happy. The best version of their mom needs to have goals and needs to know what she's doing and like take time for herself, you know? And so the boundary part is critical. And I learned that at Wasatch. And I don't know that I would have ever had the time or opportunity to learn that if I didn't go to a residential treatment center. I don't, as women, we're just so busy in our lives. We don't really get that time. So I feel so blessed that I had the ability to take, I did 72 days inpatient, and I feel so blessed that I got that opportunity because that's just, most women don't get that. And I do believe every woman could benefit from it. And most people's lives just don't get to the point where they can give themselves permission to do that. So unfortunately, my life did.
It's a blessing.
So it's a blessing for sure.
I'm really grateful that you got that too. And so the next part is like, so I think back to like me showing up to sober living and like you organizing like the volleyball for everybody, and you organizing a lot of the things for us to get together, and always being the one to make sure that people come together. Like what part of that played a part in your recovery?
The biggest part. So, like I said, I connect with people through play. That's just what I've learned growing up with a lot of siblings. We play together. So when I got to Wasatch and I had like all these people in my house that were forced to hang out with me, we call it forced family fun. Forced family fun. My sister-in-law, Cami, shout out. She taught me that. But it's like I had all these people around me, and I love people, and they couldn't go anywhere, and they had nothing else to do. So I was just like, this is what we're gonna do. This is gonna be so fun. We're gonna have fun. And so I kind of like started planning just fun and games and activities and stuff because first off, that's just who I am. And also, why not? I have all these new friends. I felt like I was at like this slumber party and like we're just all hanging out and it's like some camp. It's fun. Yeah, for a whole year. And then and then when I got out of residential and down to sober living, Tina, shout out to Tina.
Shout out to Tina.
Tina is currently my boss, and I cannot express the amount of love I have for that woman.
Yeah.
I get to hang out with her every day. She's just the woman I want to be. And I love that I get to just rub shoulders with her and follow her lead. And she's taught me so much. But anyway, she, for some reason, let me take the clients to play volleyball when I was unqualified to do so. But I think she was testing me out for this job.
Yeah,
Clear back then. She already knew. She already knew it was my job.
The future vision.
Yeah, but she gave me the opportunity to, and I took full advantage. Like you said, I mean, me and Daniel and Mace, we were playing volleyball like 3-4 times a week for 2 hours after group and stuff. And I just realized how important it was not only just to have something to do, but good people to do it with and have fun, right? Wasatch talks a lot about like this perfect balance of work, play, connection. And I feel like that connection piece is like huge. So I definitely implemented that.
Yeah, because there was big drama about that for a little bit, about D taking the clients to, and not the clients up at residential, but the clients at sober living. And then there was like, oh, hey, come to the office. Let's sit down over here. You can't do this. And then we figured it out, right? Like that's the part I feel like, so D made all this stuff happen, right? That's the part where I feel like a lot of people don't get in their heads. Like just because something's not there that you want there doesn't mean you can't make it happen,
Right.
you know? And D just took the lead and bro, she made it fun.
Hold up.
D just took.
D did not take the lead.
No, we were all following. No.
Seems
He
like you
did
took the lead.
he did a great
I
job.
was following Daniel's lead. That's facts.
No,
He showed me the way.
Okay, cool. But like making activities, I never knew how to do any of that. I just was like, let's do this. And people like Dee made it happen. She even got Tina to give us the barcode, and he was like, okay, you guys can take anybody that's in the program at Sober Living. So all of a sudden we're going Saturday and Sunday and playing with everybody. But you know what I mean? Like just because there's something that you want that's not there doesn't mean you can't make it happen. And this is proof that whatever you want that's going to benefit you in a program that you don't see happening. Clean Life, it wasn't there when you first started, right? Make it happen. All the activities that Dee put together to make the community strong wasn't there. Made it happen. Sat down with all the right people, whatever they had to say, good or bad, and made it happen. You know, and that's the part where I feel like a lot of people, like if they see something not there, they just play victim to it instead of getting up and making it happen. You know?
Yeah, I've heard since we've been, like, I feel like the community, when honestly, Daniel showed me the way. Daniel knows how to bring people together. I followed his lead, and not only did I follow his lead, but we kind of teamed up, and we were doing lots of fun stuff, not just volleyball, but we were taking people to meetings. We just were showing up, you know, and
batting cages.
yeah,
There's a bunch of stuff.
and yeah, and Daniel did it right alongside me, and but after our crew kind of went on their merry lives and wasn't around, there was kind of this, I was like hyping it up to the residents, like, oh, Sober Living's so fun, you guys got to get down there. And then they would go down there and they're like, there's nothing to do, it's boring. I'm like, really? Because I mean, I guess you got to plan your own activities, because you know, like me and Tina, while you're in residential, we plan your activities and your fun. You get out of residential, you got to plan your own activities and your fun.
I think that's a solid, like both those are really solid points. And it's like, and I think that there's like a piece to it that like, that's part of the reason why people are now in recovery and we're in addiction, is because they don't know what they're doing. They feel lost or confused and they don't know what's going on. But then it takes people to stand up and show up and to do the work. And then, so somewhere along the line, I feel like it just needs to get passed down to the next generation better.
For sure.
To help people open doors.
That was the hard part. Like I told Dee, I was like, okay, because I'm about 6 months in front of Dee. And when Dee came and I was like, okay, you're next. And then when Dee was running it, it's like, okay, we need to find somebody that's going to make it happen. And then, you know, just keep passing it down the line. But like a lot of people got down there, like what Dee said, and said, there's nothing to do. Man, there was nothing to do when I got down there. But I went and like, you know, made something happen. Like,
it doesn't even matter if it's in Sober Living or at home or wherever. It's like you have to build the life.
Yeah, you have to do the work. Right?
And then what's crazy is like nobody's gonna come. Luckily there was situations where we could come and help people, but there's nobody who's gonna come and save you from anything in your life. Like you have to be the one to step up and say, okay, if this is what I want, I'm gonna make it happen. Like you're saying.
But that's the part, right? Like that's where the work comes in, and that's what truly defines you. Are you somebody that's just going to sit and wait for something to happen, or are you going to get up and be a captain of your ship and drive it wherever you want to go?
For sure. You know? I tell clients all the time, when you need connection, find connection. Like it doesn't matter if you go to Sober Living, doesn't matter if you go home. Like there are people to connect with, especially if you've been through Wasatch Recovery's program at all. You've got a perma family if you want to use it, you know? So, but it's up to you to reach out. It's up to you to plan something, you know?
Right. And how important it is for your life is the get back from just putting in a little bit of uncomfortable work. And then the get back you get from building a community or bringing people together or doing events like that. It just changes everything in the game. But then also builds strong friendships, you know?
But even though that sounds like all playtime and all fun time, that was still Dee being of like service to people, like back to what we were talking about, like even though it was just like, okay, let's go play, it's not just play. It's I remember Dee said in one meeting that you can learn more about somebody in an hour of play than a while of conversation.
A year of conversation.
Like the bonds are more tight because you learn to trust them in the game you're playing, and then you it just becomes closer. But I feel like that is definitely an act of service of doing something that you don't have to do for other people, right? Like getting a group together and let's go have fun, but building bonds and making the connection more strong, you know?
I also feel like a lot of people that I never sat in group with, that I just played with only, or went to meet, like we took a lot of people to meetings.
Yeah.
We would just go bowling or fun stuff, but a lot of people that I never had like a sit down, like deep conversation with, when they were struggling, they still thought of me to call. They would still call me. Like, that makes me feel so good. Like, all we ever did together was play, but for some reason, when they're in their darkest hour, I get a phone call from them. Like, that's what matters to me. Like, I want them to know, because even though we're just playing, they feel love from me. And that's all I want. I want everyone to feel like I love them, because I do. And I want them to think of me. And it makes me feel so good when they reach out to me.
And that is really cool, because it, like, just being in play with people, it breaks that ice and makes people feel comfortable around
Yeah.
you. You know, it's like, so a lot of times people are more uncomfortable to have a conversation than they are to just get out there and just
Absolutely. But
move.
somehow you still create a connection, which is crazy, right? Even without talking about trauma,
Yeah.
even without getting into anything deep,
Yeah,
you
but
feel connected.
Yeah, and in that play, people get comfortable and start being comfortable around you, and how you show up for them allows them to be able to show up like that too, you know?
Yeah, and I just thought of something. I was on drill team in high school.
Yeah.
We never talked about our personal lives ever, but
Yeah.
those girls became my best friends. They
Yeah.
were my best friends. And if I needed anything, I did feel like I could, like, they were all my sisters, you know, even though
Yeah,
we bonded over a commonality and having fun together and dancing together because we loved it, right? But I think that's the same idea. Like,
well, and how much you rely on somebody when you're in those type of situations too. Like, you have to trust the next person
Yeah.
next to you, and do like there's a lot of things that open up those doors that make it comfortable to be open in
yeah, for sure,
nonverbal ways. So that's
for
cool.
sure, yeah.
I think there's the-
So let's talk about what you do at work.
Oh my gosh, I love my job so much. If God could create me a job like that I love more than anything, this is the job. It's so funny because the whole time I was in treatment, they were giving me crap like, there's more to treatment than having fun. There's more to treatment than
Yeah.
volleyball. Like, they used to tell me that in group, like, there's more to treatment than volleyball. Guess who gets paid to play volleyball? I love it so much. Like, everything I love meeting new people. And I've just got a constant flow of clients that I get to meet every day, and new ones coming and people moving on. And like, I love meeting people. I love playing. I get to do, I take them to the gym I get to go to the gym twice a day with 2 different groups of clients. And of course I play volleyball the whole time I'm there, but, I get to do experiential, which is a program we have at Wasatch where we take them to do fun things out in the community. So we'll take them bowling, we'll take them to a movie, we'll take them to Top Golf, we'll take them hiking,
Went to the
rock
Tulip
climbing,
Festival.
the Tulip Festival, the sidewalk chalk. We just find like activities out in public where we can kind of give them some exposure to
So do
like
you find
what it
those
feels like.
activities, or does Tina find those, or have
We do it together. Tina's been doing this job for 15 years. So Tina is the perfect teacher of teaching me how to fight. She already knows all the things. Like, it's like a habit for her. I don't think she even has to think about it. She just like knows. But yeah, I mean, sometimes she'll ask me for my input, but for the most part, I just want to learn. Like, she already knows. She already knows, like, it's
Tina's
this
a
time of
boss.
year, this is what we do. Like, dude, she's so awesome. She's so great at her job. And yeah, so I get to teach mindfulness, which is so cool
Yeah.
because mindfulness is such a huge part of my recovery, and it should be a huge part of everyone's life.
No, I love it.
And I get to do yoga.
Mindfulness is dope though, because mindfulness is like about living for now, right?
being
Living
in
in
the
the
moment.
present.
Yeah.
And I've sat in groups with Dee when she's teaching mindfulness, and it's cool, right? Like, because Dee usually does a check-in question, and I never told Dee this, but like, it's funny because like by the time we get to the mindfulness part, it's like 20 minutes. The check-in lasts like 40 minutes,
No,
bro.
it doesn't.
No, it lasts 40 minutes. Not because there's a lot of talking, but because there's a lot of connecting. Like, if somebody says something that like they're not feeling really well, and then Dee starts asking them, like, it's like a mini come on, let's
Like
get
a
it out.
check-in.
What the check-in it turns out to be more like a little process, and there's no therapizing. There's just like, okay, what can we do to make it better? And it goes around, and everybody gets the same attention, and it's pretty dope.
I just want them all to know how much I care
Yeah,
about him.
but that's why the
So,
check-in is good. Like
and
I
it,
sat in there and
they
it's
seem
cool.
like they open up a lot to me because I guess I'm a talker too, but they seem like they open up and they have a lot to say to me, and they want to tell me stuff, you
Yeah.
know. And
Yeah, they
I had a
trust you.
client tell me one time, they're like, more people talk when you're in there than they ever do. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
think it's just because, like, I don't know, because I don't know, I talk.
Well, because
but
it's how you show up, D.
Yeah.
It's just how you show up, right? Like you show up as somebody relatable. You show up that somebody that connects with them, shows them empathy when they need it, but also boosts them up when they're feeling just not like it today, right? Like, oh, my motivation isn't there today. Well, we're gonna fix that, right?
Yeah.
I'm mad, boy, I'm mad, boy, I'm mad at you. Type like D hypes them up, bro. Like D gets them on that level.
dope.
Like it's dope. It's dope to watch, and
Yeah.
it's nothing like it's not a show. It's not like, oh, I better act like this, because it's just who she is, and that's pretty dope.
That is
You
dope,
know,
man.
and
I'm sure that helps people feel really seen and really like
yeah,
cared about.
heard,
And
right?
that's the things that they are really looking for. In
Well,
those
me
moments.
saying that you were there when I wasn't working though.
Yeah.
No.
Well, we started around the same time actually. But I was there with you the whole time through it, regardless, and you helped me feel seen and loved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
For
I
sure.
just like I truly just want to love people. Since I was a child growing up, I remember I went down to my Aunt Pat's house in St. George, and she had this house where she had teenagers and all of their friends were just welcome. She always had something on the stove with like a sign that said wash your own dish. And like the kids were just coming and going, and like, and there was a few of them that had some rough family lives, and she had an extra bedroom and they could stay whenever they wanted. And it was just like the safe place that she had.
I love it.
And my whole life, that's all I've ever wanted, was just to be a safe place for people. I do think that I accomplished that. I don't know. Oh, you guys were at my wedding.
We were there.
Did you see all of my daughter's friends? Did you guys
Yes.
see that photo?
I
Yeah.
loved it.
Those are my adopted children that
They
like
love you.
they love me. They call me mom. They feel safe with me. They would all rather be at my house. Like they love me, and that's all I've ever wanted. And so being in this kind of environment at like the recovery environment at Wasatch, like it's not my own house, but I mean I claim house one as my house, but like but
It's
there's
my
like
house.
this it's
No.
his house. There's a house that I get to show up at where everyone's welcome, everyone feels safe. And I just love it. It's just all I've ever wanted is just to love people and help people. And this is like the perfect environment to do that with safe boundaries, right?
Safe
But I
bet.
feel like, sorry,
Oh.
I feel like going back to people talking more when you're in a room, is because they feel the love for them. But I also believe it's because when you went through residential and you found love for you, right? Like in order to show, I don't know, like you can hear people, like people say all the time, real recognize real, right? Like people that's gone through it recognize somebody that's gone through it, right? And then they can feel that like, oh, she really cares. She's not just here for a paycheck. She's not like,
Yeah.
and that's why they talk more.
Yeah.
That's why they can relate more, and that's why they open up more.
Well, I hope they feel that. And I
You
know
can tell they do.
I know
though.
they feel that from you though, Daniel. Like he's
Yeah.
also, you can testify to that. Daniel's a staff member that
Yeah.
you can tell he's not there for the paycheck,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know?
But
You
I can tell that from both of you guys,
Yeah,
honestly.
for
Like
sure.
it's like a feeling that it's obvious, but that's because I know you guys so well.
Yeah.
And so it's like I know that you guys aren't there for the paycheck. And
Yeah.
also this is like one of the most perfect jobs I could think of for you.
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
I know,
For real.
that was true.
For real.
Like I literally can't
It's
think of anything.
everything. I just love when I get to tell all the people that went through treatment with me, I'm like, guess who gets paid to play
Yeah.
volleyball? This girl.
Yeah, because I remember one time, no names, but I remember one time, me and Dee was cruising, and she was like, "Man, we're talking about it," and then all of a sudden she said, "It's not all about playing games."
Yep.
And not to play games for work.
And I'm like,
You know?
Believe me, yeah.
I mean, there's more than the games that Dee plays at work. There's a lot more, but it's fun.
it's so fun. It's literally like, it is my dream job. If
Yeah.
it paid me enough money, I would never, ever, ever, ever quit. Like, I
Yeah.
love it so.
Dee manifested this job when she was in residential.
I totally did. I was like, Molly is going to get married and I'm going to get her job. I literally would say that all the time. Molly didn't get married. Shout out to Molly. Love you. She got a job at Delta,
That's
and
Molly was
but
cool.
I got her job.
Yeah.
So
And you got married.
and I got married.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I'm married.
How's that been?
So good.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like,
Wait. Shout out to your husband, Cameron.
shout out,
I
Cameron.
love you,
Yeah.
bro.
Okay.
I love you. No, married life is so good. I think I love being in love. Um, but I love being in love with someone that loves me as much as I love him.
Yeah.
And there's like no questions or doubts. It's like when I met him, I felt this peace in my heart that I haven't felt for decades. And like he just soothes my soul. Like he calms me. He makes me feel safe. And I just love it so much. Like I just want to make him happy and he just wants to make me happy. So like we don't fight about
Well, I don't know how you can't fall in love with somebody that shows up on a white horse. That's how they met, bro. That's how they
true.
met.
We met on a
Cam
horse.
pulled up on a white horse,
Pulled up.
and then it was like, my
It
dad is
wasn't
training.
white.
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
No,
No?
it wasn't.
Because
Oh.
It was tan.
Oh, okay. I thought you said white horse.
wine enough.
Yeah.
Either way, no. He is so.
It's the real deal.
He literally has like the hugest heart, and I love that he loves everybody just like I
Yeah.
love everybody. He wants to help everyone just like I want to help everyone. Cameron taught me and my daughters this thing, like if we're driving and we see someone on the side of the road holding a sign, we give them all the money in our wallet. Granted, we don't keep a lot of money in our wallet, so it'll be like $20 or 5 or 10. It'll be 5 or 10 bucks or whatever. But like, it's so cute. And the first time he did it, I was like, Cameron, because we didn't have a lot of money, you know. And he's giving this guy on the corner 10 bucks, and I'm like, that was all the cash we had. And he's just like, it'll be fine. Todd said, if you want it, give it away.
Let's go, world.
I love Todd, but sometimes Cameron uses his words against me a lot, but it's fine. I love that we speak the same language. But anyway, to this day, it's so cute. Like my daughters will be in the car and I do it every time. If I pull up and there's someone with a sign, I check my wallet and I'll give them whatever I have. But it was so cute. Not long ago, I had my youngest daughter, Brielle, in the car with me. Shout out,
Breezy.
Brielle, love you.
Shout out to Breezy.
And my older daughter did it too, now that I'm thinking about it. Hi, Van, I love you.
Savvy.
When we pull up, they just start checking their wallet.
Let's go.
And it's so cute. It is so cute. And it's just like they realize how good it feels, right? We will buy them a cheeseburger if we're through the drive-thru or something, and just giving back any way we can. But I love that you do your outreach. My daughter Brielle, on her birthday when she turned 13, what did she do? She wanted to go hang out with Mason and go feed the homeless. Like
Awesome.
I love that like they get a little taste of like how good it feels just to make someone else's day and like make someone else happy, you know?
I love that too. And I love that about you and Cam a lot. Like I love that you guys show up for people, that you guys are there for people, you show love, and you guys truly do want the best for the people around you. And it just radiates from you guys. And so that's something you guys both match so strongly in energy.
Okay.
That I'm just like, that's one of those things that I really look up to, and I'm grateful that I have you guys in my life for that reason too.
I love you, Mace. Cameron, I always was like, I never want to marry anybody that's been in addiction because like I was in a marriage where addiction was a thing and it wrecked me. So I was like, I'll never marry anyone that's a drug addict ever. But I cannot tell you how amazing it is to be married to Cameron, and he went through the same program I went through. He speaks my language. He loves the recovery community. He knows the value of service, and he also had that time where he got some really great therapy, so he knows how to be like emotionally present, how to communicate, how to like all of the skills that we learn when we're in treatment. It's been just so cool to
And you guys,
be in a relationship.
when you guys walk in, you can tell you guys are in love. Like you truly can. I love Cam so much. Like I met D first, but I'm like borderline team Cam.
Yeah, you are.
I'm borderline. No, D's the homie. But you can tell, like you can just see how much in love you guys are, and it shows. You guys walk into the room, and speaking of, like how you said you guys both speak the same language, it's dope because like you bring one person in, like Mason walk in the room, his energy, enters. I walk in the room and it's me. Both of you guys walk in the room and the whole room light up because it's two from one special, you know, like it's so dope. And you guys are like the power couple. If you guys had a power couple name, it would be Damn.
Damn!
Damn,
Oh, I
Cam.
love
No, I'm
it.
just kidding.
Cam. That's
Just kidding.
cute. I
You'll
like
be
it.
Damn Team.
I love that. So
Damn
No.
noise, bro.
damn noise.
Damn no. What's all this damn noise?
Damn
No,
noise.
but I love it, you know, and when you guys Cam started this thing when they say any announcements in our alumni meeting, go Wasatch. And when he's not there, everybody wants to say it.
It's been a thing for over a year now.
Yeah.
Steady, just every single meeting.
Yeah, but you guys definitely lead.
Well,
Like,
I'm glad that people can feel that because
you can,
for
I mean,
sure.
Cameron is the best human. Like I just love his heart, and
yeah.
I'm just so glad that because I feel it from him. So I'm glad
Yeah.
that like other people.
But
feel
it took some work to get here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it was cool, like, right?
Oh yeah.
It
We
was
went
cool
through it.
because
We
like
went
who you
through
guys
it.
are now, right? There's a quote that says, "Who we were doesn't define us; it's who we are now that does."
Yeah, and I just always figure like if he fell in love with me when I was like the worst version of myself I've ever been in my entire life. He fell in love with that. And I fell in love with him when he wasn't his best either. So I'm just like, if he loved that version of me, like, let's go.
Well, what's
Yeah.
super powerful about that is like I didn't realize it, but so first we had Cam on here, and then we had Sharice on here, and then both of them talked about the fact that there was a struggle during their addiction, and then you guys were to get sober and find each other again in the right headspace. And so somebody brought that up to me, and it was like it like gives people that hope that like there's still a chance, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
in that way.
Yeah, but I gotta throw caution to the wind.
For sure.
I Cam and I we gave each other time to heal individually before we got back together.
And that's what Sharice did
I
too.
would not
Yeah.
be able to have healed properly if if I didn't start like hanging out with Cam again until I was like 8 months.
I ain't gonna
sober.
lie to you guys. I knew Cam. I knew you. Had no idea you guys were together.
That's because we had a no contact order.
Okay.
They weren't gonna let Cameron go to the same treatment center as me
Yeah, that's why he
unless
never made it to sober living.
Yeah.
I was in the house with him, and he was telling me my girlfriend was down at sober living. I had no
Yeah.
idea it was you.
Yeah,
For 8 months.
well, that's good because they told me that we had to act like we didn't know each other.
Yeah, that was good.
So that we followed all the rules. We did what they said because I knew like if there was any chance that him and I were ever going to work, he had to get healthy and I had to get healthy. And I knew we couldn't do that together.
Yeah, there's no way because I feel like if you guys would try to be together, you would be worried about focusing on him and he would be focusing on you, you know?
Especially me, back to the people pleasing,
Yeah.
that mentality. If I would have gotten into a relationship, my entire mindset would have shifted onto a relationship, totally not focused on me. And
Yeah.
I had an opportunity of a lifetime to focus on me.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to screw that up.
Yeah,
so,
you did a great job at it, and so did he. And that's
yeah.
that's
Oh, yeah,
good.
we did.
That's what I told them when they brought that up to me. I was like, that was just they're two unique situations where they really just put
For
in
sure.
the work, you know. And
For sure.
And it takes that amount of like real commitment and effort if you want to make something like that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And also understanding like before you decide to get in a relationship, especially a high risk one, because let's be real, 2 addicts in a relationship, even if you're in recovery, even if you have substantial amount of recovery, like it's a high risk relationship.
Even if you don't even have a past together, you know, like seriously, it could be some random, like a new situation. It's still high risk.
It's high risk. Yeah, it's high risk. And until you're ready to deal with the heartbreak, which in my opinion is one of the most painful emotions we experience as humans. If you can't handle a heartbreak without needing to numb it away and relapse over it, then you're not ready to be in a relationship. You just aren't. And so
I think that's one of the hard things to navigate too, is people trying to jump into relationships while they're still on their recovery journey.
yeah, and I very much felt like by that point I could handle, like by the time I was like 8 months sober, I felt like I could handle a heartbreak if that's what happened, you know.
Right. And I feel like he got super strong in where he was at, and he was in a place too.
And also I had a healthy brain, so I wasn't like making this decision because I'll be honest with you, I didn't get him into Wasatch thinking I was going to get back with him. Like I wrote him off when I came to treatment. When I told him goodbye before I came to treatment, I thought I would never see him alive again. And he overdosed. I heard later on he overdosed like the day after I came to treatment. Um, and I had to be okay with the idea that he was never going to be in my life again. Um, then when I got down to sober living, I found out he was in jail. Which is the only reason he is still alive is because he got put in jail. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't have made it. But I just went through this program that changed my life. And Cameron saved my life. He showed up when I had given up on life. And he brought me like some hope. So to be honest with you, I got him into Wasatch not with the idea of getting back with him, but with the idea of like, this would work for him. Like, I want him to have this opportunity that I had. And of course, probably in the back of my mind, like at the time I honestly believed like, I'm not going to get back with him. I'm giving him this opportunity. I want him to be okay. Like he's the homie, he's my friend. I want him to be safe and okay. That's why I got him in there.
But he started Wasatch before he got to Wasatch.
Yeah, he did. Well, while he was in jail, Todd Sylvester, shout out to Todd. He's my favorite person on the
Shout out to
planet.
Todd.
Love you, Todd. He has a website that has this packet you can print out. I
Yeah.
can't remember the name of it.
Real Recovery?
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, it's this packet. I printed it out for Cameron and I mailed it to him in jail. I actually mailed him one for him and one for his cellie.
Let's go.
And so he started like kind of working on
Yeah.
recovery while he was in jail still. So yeah, he was ready, and I was definitely just wanted him to be okay, because I had a lot of love for him.
Yeah.
So
He got a lot of love, D.
yeah,
You really
for
do.
sure. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
So what is like moving forward look like? Like what's the future looking like for you guys, for you and
We're like at this rebuilding phase. I literally feel like I'm just got out of high school, but now this is how I feel. Like the whole world's at my fingertips, right? Like I could do whatever I want. But now I have really bad credit. I have felony charges. I have children and grandkids. Like I feel like I'm not exactly starting at ground zero. I'm starting like, a little ways down from there. So we're in rebuilding phase. It's so cool because we have like some really big, like I've never in my life been able to like have like a dream that I want to accomplish because I never asked myself what I wanted, right? So I never knew. Like I never was like, oh, I want to do this someday. Like I just didn't know. I'm like, whatever you guys want to do, we're good. Like
yeah.
And so we have the same big dreams, and we like for the first time it's just like we're just taking steps, rebuilding our life. Like right now we're trying to find a place to live, which has been hard due to the bad credit and the felony charges.
But there are dreams, right? Like
yeah.
you actually have dreams.
I have dreams, and
Finally, you
it's
got
so
dreams.
cool. It feels so good.
And goals.
Yeah, goals and dreams and all these
Direction.
things, and goals and dreams that scared the crap out of me, which is
Yeah.
even better. Like someone said one time,
No, you told me.
I
You said
told
if
you.
you don't dream big enough, if your dreams don't scare you, you're not dreaming big
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, and I have some pretty terrifying dreams.
Good.
So, and I'm about it. Like
Let's
I'm here
go.
for it.
Yeah.
I'm so here for it. So, and I feel capable.
Yeah.
I feel worthy. I feel like I know that I'll get it.
Let's go.
I
Yes,
just
you
do,
will.
which is so dope.
proud of you.
It's such a good feeling.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
So just ask a couple of questions. Like what do you do for self-care? Like what's one thing you do for self-care?
Oh yeah, we just talked about this in mindfulness today. So lots of things. I sleep good. Like
It's important.
yeah, the basic needs, people completely overlook how important a sleep schedule is. Eating 3 meals a day, drinking water, those 3 things in itself, like in our addiction, completely get thrown out the window, right? But just doing that tells yourself that you love yourself, right? I take care of my body physically. I go to the gym twice a day. I do yoga. I do mindfulness, which gives me time to connect spiritually and check in with my emotions and myself. I get my hair done. I love to go to the tanning bed And I love to go. They have massage chairs and all the stuff there. I love just to go. Sometimes I don't tan. I'll just go sit in the massage chair, and they have like this little pod thing that's like a sauna. I live in this little pod. It's cool.
That's cool.
I just take care of my physical body,
We'll get
which
petties.
yeah, petty. Oh
We'll
yeah,
get
me and
pedis.
Daniel. Where do we get pedicures?
Princess now.
Did you pick that or did she?
No.
Daniel took me to get my first pedicure. Like, I think it was on my birthday. When I first got out of, when I was down at Sober Living, he's like, let's go get pedicures, my treat. And I'm like, where are we going? And he's like, I'll just show you. And we pulled up. And I'm like,
Okay.
now I just make him say it out loud because it's so
Okay,
cute.
but it was my homie Katie. Shout out to Katie Harrison.
Katie,
I love you, Katie. She took me there, and I was like, this is a trap. This is a trap. And she goes, why? I was like, because when people ask me where I got my pedi at, I have to say out loud, Princess Nails.
Nails.
There's nothing about my nails or my feet that says Princess on them. And people, you laughed right when I said Princess Nails,
It's
bro.
because it's so
It's a
funny.
trap.
I didn't laugh, I don't think.
You did. Watch it when you run it back. You laughed. You even covered your eyes like it was, oh my gosh, did he say Princess Nails? God, yeah.
I just love making him say it. It's so funny.
It's cute.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So cute, Daniel. But yeah,
Right.
I do. I pray. I take
Yeah.
time to check in. I just like anything that shows I have boundaries. That's self-love, right? Self-care. Yeah, just anything that tells my body, my mind, and my spirit that I care about myself. I do things I don't want to do. I make my bed. Somebody in today in mindfulness said their definition of self-care was doing all the things you didn't want to do. And at first I was like, and then I was like, you're right. You don't want to go to the gym, you go. You don't want to make your bed, you make it. You don't want to do your laundry, you do it. You don't want to do the dishes,
Was that
you do
Emily?
it. What's that?
Was that Emily? Or
No, it was a client, but
oh,
in residential today. So anyway, but like that's what self-care looks like.
Okay. Next question. I'm gonna ask you just like one-liners, all right?
Okay.
One-liners.
One-liner.
So like your favorite recovery quote. Or quote.
There is nothing wrong with me.
I love that. That's good. All right. And then if you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be?
That I matter.
I love that.
ask me the second.
All right. If you could tell your younger self.
Okay.
If you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be?
Hold on, it gets good.
Let's
Hold
go.
on, it gets
Yeah.
good.
Hold on, it gets
And
good.
then
good.
your favorite recovery quote.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. For
Yeah,
sure.
Okay,
just
short-
one.
A short one.
Just one.
Okay. It comes from James Bond 007. And it's about getting quality versus quantity. Okay. He said, the function of a man is to live, not merely exist. I will not spend my days trying to prolong them. I shall use my time.
I love that, bro.
Yeah. Like make use of your day. What?
So good.
That's
What?
so good. And then
No,
last
technically-
question. Like, what's one piece of advice that you would give to somebody in new recovery?
Wait. Okay, you answer the two
Yeah,
questions.
you too.
So the first question, well, I can't even remember the question.
Something you tell your younger self.
Yeah, just hold on because it gets better. Life
Yeah.
is good.
That's a good
Life is
one, huh?
beautiful, bro.
Yeah, like there's gonna be some rough patches.
And that you're safe and that things are okay. Like, you
Yeah.
know, like the hard things are a part of the process.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
And then your favorite recovery quote.
Like, I mean, my favorite, the one I live by is the one that we got from Todd, you know, that life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you.
Yeah.
I say that all the time
Yeah.
too.
That's really the one
We
that I
heard it.
stick to hard.
We hear that all the time, but if you just really stop and listen to both lines, like it hits.
Does hit.
Like it truly hits.
Yeah, for sure. For
Okay,
sure.
third question.
Okay, what piece of advice like would you give to somebody in new recovery?
In new recovery.
Like brand new, like day 2.
Well, assuming they're in treatment. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say like
I would just say to show up with the understanding that you don't have the answers and you're in a place where the people do have the answers. And listen,
love
just do what they say.
that. I love that. What about you, guys?
Okay. Hold on.
So I'm asking.
Yeah.
So
It would be like hold on or
hold on.
Oh, that
Oh,
is,
that's a good-
that's the answer.
yeah, it would
Hold
be
on.
hold on. It like if it was me telling me when I first got in there, it's like, okay, just do the opposite of everything you thought was a great idea,
Yeah, there
and
you
you'll
go.
be all right.
I love that.
And also just stay.
Just stay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just
just
stay.
stay.
Like, I know it's uncomfortable, but stay.
They say it in AA all the time. Hold on, stay until the miracle happens. You know, and it does happen.
And I think like for all that, like mine would be like trust the process, like let it,
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
let it
that too.
align. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Well, I love you so much.
Which goes along with all of it. But yeah, I love you too.
So anyway, thank you, D. For real. Like I
Thank you.
appreciate you showing up and doing this. This is amazing.
I
Thank you,
love
Deana.
it. So fun.
Yeah, it was
Thanks for
awesome.
having me. I love you guys so much.
Thank you for showing up every single day for the community, honestly, like for your people and for your friend groups and for all the people that you are support to and all the love that you show to everybody, because it does make a difference in all of our lives. Super grateful for you.
Thank you.
For everybody listening, this is what recovery looks like when love meets leadership, when people step up, connect, and become part of the solution. If today's episode hit you, share it with somebody who needs some hope and connection. And we appreciate you guys. We love you. Keep going. And just remember, healing isn't just personal, it's a movement.
it's definitely a movement. The movement happens when you have conversations like this. You find people. Everybody needs a D or a Mason in their life for real.
All right, Daniel.
Okay, me too then. But like for real, like you need somebody that won't just fluff you up. You need somebody that will hold you accountable to the things that you are not aligning with who they believe you are. You need somebody that will also build you up when you're not feeling too much about yourself. You definitely need to find people like this, keep them close because they will help you. Like I love the fact that I call these two good friends of mine. Like I truly love these people. And it's dope. Like I consider myself so lucky to be surrounded by some dope people. I love you guys. Like
Love
for
you,
real.
brother. Truly a blessing. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you.
It was good. Huh?
Love you guys.
Okay. Love you.